Welcome, everybody, to another episode of the Monolog podcast. This is season 2, episode 7. With me today, I got the crew as usual, Ricky, Marcus, and Jose. And I'm your host tonight, Julio. Welcome to our show.
What up?
What's up, guys? All right, let's kick off our first dirty joke of the night. So, I knew a girl that went to confession once, right? And she told the priest that she was pregnant. And the priest said to her, "How did this happen, my child?" And she replied to him, "I think it might have been the second coming." I looked at her kind of weird when she said that. And then the priest was shocked from what she had told me, right? So he asked her, "What makes you think it was the second coming?" And to which she replied to him, "Because I swallowed the first one, Father."
There's no way the one then. I agree.
I'm trying to figure out why the hell you were in the confession.
Yeah, how were you in the confession booth?
No, she told me this after she went to confession, so she went and confessed it to him, and then confessed it to me.
For religious, and like,
I don't know anyone who tells
I'm not a
people
religious
what their
figure, so
confession was.
And I'm not a religious figure, so I don't get why she told me anything.
she trusted you.
Yeah, and I just put her business out there.
You just gotta be in every story. That's why.
Yep.
Oh, come on, dude! I was trying to make this shit authentic. Oh man,
You failed miserably.
You want to lead us with our first story of the day under "Look What I Found" about a man getting swallowed up by a whale?
Sure, man. So look what I found. I found something straight out of like a movie. I think the only time we've seen someone actually get swallowed by a whale must have been like a Pinocchio.
Yeah.
In real life.
It happened again.
Maybe he's lying like Pinocchio.
And apparently he had an eyewitness. So this was in Provincetown, Rhode Island. So we had a lobster diver. I believe he was like in his 56 years old. So he's been doing it for many, many years. But he was about 35 foot underwater when a humpback whale swallowed him.
Damn.
Wow.
He was inside the humpback whale's mouth for about 35 to 40 seconds. And he basically said he thought he was going to die. And the only way he was going to get out was if this humpback whale released them, because there's no way I can get out with brute force. So finally, the humpback whale did release him to the same food, shook his head, ran off. And then the guy that he was fishing with kind of saw him getting spit out. So he does have an eyewitness. Went to the hospital. Luckily for this guy, nothing too severe injury-wise. I think there's some like soft tissue injuries from what I read. But
should have came out the other end.
Dude, yeah, he probably
he could have been shitted out in pieces, He got out lucky.
He could have been crapped out as a skeleton. That would have been hard to push through.
And I think we got video of this.
We do have video. Let's watch.
Check that out, bro. This is hilarious.
This is insane.
Shit, which one?
Oh shit, we actually do got video.
Get me out.
Still in scrubs from his trip to the hospital, Michael Packard has pains in his legs and a story of biblical proportions. Packard was diving off his lobster boat, was near the bottom when he says all of a sudden he felt as if he'd been hit by a truck.
And everything went black. And all I could feel was just muscle and skin all around me.
Packard says he was in total darkness and he could feel the whale's movement in the water. But at first, he didn't realize what was happening.
It was like, did I just get bit by a shark? Or, no, it's not a shark. I'm in a whale's mouth.
This is wild.
You figured that out while you're inside the whale?
Yes.
He struggled, thought about his wife and 2 sons, and thought he might die. Then, after about 20 or 30 seconds, he says the whale spit him out.
And then all of a sudden, I saw light.
You guys think he was like, wow, I'm used to my sperm being swallowed, not swallowed by the sperm.
All of a sudden, I was thrown from his mouth. He was shaking his head, trying to eject
Oh wait,
me
never
out.
mind. It was a humpback
Packard's
whale.
shipmate saw him
This
come
is the first
flying out of the
live
water.
action
The captain of a
friggin'
charter boat
GoPro.
that was nearby says he did too.
Wasn't sure what it was. Then when I saw the white flipper fin on the side,
I think the whale was just plotting his revenge for all the
all of a sudden I
lobsters
see
that
Mike
he's
feet
caught.
first coming out of the water like this.
I think
Why
I
would
was
the whale
in
eat
shock a
lobster?
bit.
The whale yeah.
I had to actually pull over and call him back and
It could be his friend.
and say, what?
No.
What did you tell me?
Look at her. She's like, I was so upset. I didn't get that fucking insurance money.
That might have mistaken his scuba bubbles for a school.
So we getting that shit now.
He says the last thing
Fucking
he saw
whale
was
should have
the
just
whale's
sank the
tail
boat. I could have took the money
swimming
from
away.
that.
As soon as
FEMA
I landed
denied
in the
this.
water and was floating there in excruciating excruciating pain. I was like, oh my God, I'm
I
alive.
had something more messed up to say, but I'll hold that back.
What a story. Well, Packard says he
I'm liking the
does
screen
have
share though.
some
Watching the videos
pain in
and
his
getting
legs,
screen
but
share.
the whale
I think
never
our
broke the
faces are
skin.
more
Packard
entertaining
says he
just to
plans to
watch
be
like
back
our
in the water as
reactions
soon as
to
he's
this.
feeling a bit better. In fact, he says he feels very lucky. And while he was at the hospital, a nurse came up and asked him to jot down some lottery numbers.
All right, boys, what do you think?
Wow.
That was crazy.
Dude, you got swallowed by a
First
whale.
off, hold on, wait. Did you just say you felt muscle and skin?
Yep, I guess he said that.
Skin.
I can imagine that's like whales don't really have teeth, I'm assuming, so that would have been like, well, not like
Well,
that. Like,
some whales do. I know. I believe a
They have
humpback is one of the
they
few.
have a form of teeth.
You sperm whales
Yeah,
have.
I'm pretty sure a humpback is the
Yeah, they
kind
do.
of whale that does have teeth.
that's got to be like a person with dentures taking him out and giving him a blowjob.
What?
Shaw.
Have you
How
actually
would you
felt
know?
a humpback whale's teeth?
I've heard stories from people, man. Old timers get nasty in nursing homes, and I was an EMT picking them
I
up.
said a humpback whale. You sadistic fuck.
You degenerate bastard.
Yeah, I know, right? Hey, look
Hey.
who's talking. You guys are my friends.
I'm gonna go around asking old people about their sex life.
Okay,
They
so
openly tell you about
I
it.
just became a member of the Council of Men. Should we just excommunicate this asshole? I'll bring it up. I'll bring it up in the next meeting.
Yeah.
Full of John Wick.
We're
Full of
already
John
starting a
Wick.
trial for the idiot who told women about the sundresses.
Full of John Wick and talk about Julio being excommunicado.
It'll be
But
John.
that's a fucking insane ass story.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Jesus.
apparently, like
Dude.
human interactions with like humpback whales are extremely rare. Like they tend to keep to themselves. So
Not
the
this
fact
one. He
that
was like, the hell is this?
Question is, what the hell did the whale think that he looked like underwater? Because like, correct me if
Ooh, a
I'm wrong,
bath toy.
but
It's a
don't
ducky.
humpback whales usually do more of like deep sea fishing? Aren't they the ones that like get real
Yeah.
deep in the ocean and
He
fucking
was
try to
kind
hunt
of
giant
shallow
squid and
water
shit?
there.
Oh yeah, speaking of ducks, did y'all know that apparently someone released like 10,000 ducks a couple years ago, and they're just all over the fucking ocean now?
Where at?
Mm.
Say ducks?
Rubber ducks, yes.
oh
That's
shit,
hilarious.
That's such a polite.
So they're just like floating at like thousands of miles by themselves.
That's
I
Can
pretty
you
know.
cool.
imagine that
That's pretty
shit?
cool, I
That's
guess.
pretty. That's a lonely existence right there.
Yeah, they're probably pretty spread out at this point. Nowhere near their nearest relative. All right. You guys got anything else on that one? That was pretty crazy.
Yeah, I mean,
So,
go ahead,
go
Rick.
ahead. No,
I
go
was
ahead,
just
bro.
like because they said they thought this was like an adolescent, kind of like a juvenile whale, so probably doing a prank.
Hey guys,
Dad,
watch
guess
this.
what I did today? I swallowed a human. What? I
Like,
released
hey,
him though.
no, I'm pretty sure he was like, "Hey Cody, hold my beer."
Oh man.
Damn, I didn't think that joke was that good. Rick went sideways.
Well, I
Nah.
just can't see any of you guys after that screen share.
Oh shit, really?
We can see
Yeah,
you, bro.
I'll Scooby's video was it's
Yeah,
an
my bad.
improvement.
All right, you guys.
Yeah, like I see Jose now, but I don't see anybody else.
Shit.
Oh shit. I can still see all you guys, so
All
Yeah, me
right,
too.
going then.
all right, guys, let's go on next joke. So, who do you guys think was the greatest prostitute of all time? Any takers?
Say, but
No
What's
comment.
that, Rick?
I'm gonna get in trouble.
Nothing. You guys want to say shit? Boy, it was Mrs. Pac-Man, because for 25 cents she will swallow balls till she died.
nice.
Oh shit.
Talk about a ball guzzler. No wonder her and Pac-Man had all those kids.
Oh man, I know, right? It was a fucking environmental disaster having so many children.
Wonder how much child support he had to pay.
I wonder how much we paid him back in fucking taxes.
How do we pay him?
They get
She
credit.
was getting all the money.
Anywho, for our next segment, the F my life moment of the week. Ricky, I believe this one's yours. Lead us in.
Okay, so my story is actually a local one here from the Bay Area. Um, so we all love playing Grand Theft Auto, right?
Oh yeah, good
All right,
game.
so
Since we
everybody
brought it up
remembers,
last episode, let's keep
yeah,
going.
everybody remembers like driving around, smashing cars, running away from police officers, jumping in the ocean, trying to swim away,
Grenades everywhere.
get those stars lower, right? Well,
Mm,
how about this local San Rafael woman that actually assaulted one of this person in a store over. It was called Andy's Local Market off of Loch Lomond Drive in San Rafael.
Mhm.
So not only did she assault him and try to rob him, but she returned a couple hours later and tried to do the same thing. And when the police were coming, she actually ran away, cut through some yards, jumped into the bay, and tried to swim across the cove to get away. But the local police were able to actually get the Coast Guard's help to kind of like follow her until she got to shore, and there was a helicopter and everything. Total GTA sort of situation without the gunshots. But yeah,
Mhm.
dude, she ended up fucking getting arrested for it. But Grand Theft
I'm
Auto was the
reading.
first thing that came to mind when we were
Did,
talking
did,
about
did you
this.
say she left and came back trying to do the same thing?
Yes, sir.
Like, I failed at this robbery attempt, so let me come back and
I'm
try
reading.
again.
I'm reading
Like,
here. The
I-
highway patrol helicopter's the one who got her. Oh, what the hell just happened? Hold on, boys.
she,
Something
no,
got
she
messed
came.
up.
quit
There we
fucking
go.
with shit.
I didn't do shit. It just did it on its own.
That was me. I'm trying to get you and Bulls back. All I could see is Jose.
Hold on. I think I figured it out.
Oh,
Now,
Oh yeah, no, that didn't work.
man.
Well, the good news, that only affects the view. It doesn't affect the video, so we're good.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so we're good. Just go ahead. So what'd you read, Julio?
Apparently, the highway patrol helicopter's the one that fucking like flew over her and forced her to go back on shore.
How does a helicopter force you to go back on shore?
Probably all the fucking, like when they fly over something like water, like all that, like the spinning of the propellers and all that force pushes like water and makes all these like turbulence around you. Probably
Yep.
that.
Fuck it, I'm drowning. That's all I gotta say.
All you gotta do is go under at least 3 feet of the water and keep swimming.
No. Ricky's like, fuck it. You got to go out like a G at that point and make them fucking feel bad for killing you.
wasted.
Yeah, you got to get
Gotta do
wasted
it.
on that shit. That's how GTA style
How you gotta go
is.
out, bro. That's what I learned from playing GTA.
Did anyone else find it kind of odd that this happened at one of the kind of more affluent counties
Cities in the Bay Area and
in the Bay?
counties. Yeah, totally. Marin County of all places.
That was crazy as hell to me. I was like, what? I didn't know. I mean, I heard of getting white people wasted, but what the fuck is this?
For real.
Yeah, seriously.
Just like that video of that dude I saw get pulled over for drinking. He had a damn Burger King crown on his head and a damn Corona. He started running and got tased after about 10 feet.
Jesus.
I was like, damn, bro, you had no chance.
So not only was it CHP and fucking
and Marin County Sheriff and San Rafael
Marin
PD
County,
and the
but
Coast Guard.
the fire department was also involved.
Oh, they probably had to do the rescue. She probably got stuck somewhere.
The fuck? There's no fire in the ocean.
No, but they got rescued. They have like water rescue training.
Yeah, was 5 stars the max in GTA?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
She was probably 1 star away from getting the army showing.
Oh,
Pretty soon the National Guards were gonna show up on her.
Oh, yo,
bro, can you imagine the Navy fucking shows up and like, bitch, get your ass back on shore? Aww, I was on a roll.
Actually, that was for her, not you, you fucking narcissist.
God damn it, I just can't
We're on
stop.
the roll.
Jesus.
Yeah,
Oh man, you guys ready to keep it moving?
Yeah,
Let's do it.
I mean, shit. It's like people asking the question, why isn't Barbie ever pregnant?
Why?
Because Ken came in another box, son.
Oh man.
Pretty sure it was Black Barbie.
Oh.
Hey.
Okay. So anyway, Marcus, I believe the next one is from you. A teenager that was making a mural with a rainbow flag had a bigot fuck it up. Please explain.
I had to play tribute first. So, in this incident, a Karen who apparently got fed up with the whole LGBTQ thing, even though this is Pride Month, decided to go to the store, buy some spray paint cans, and paint over a rainbow on a 4-foot section of a wall in a park. Not even a wall, like a fucking banister, basically. And in fact, we got footage. I'm gonna go ahead and roll the clip so everybody can see this shit.
Okay.
Okay.
Go. Goodbye.
Oh no, we're gonna stay here.
Okay, good. No, I'm taking over. I have
Nice.
just as much right as you.
Big
No,
man.
you do. Yeah.
Actually, I have more damn
Oh,
right.
she thinks she's
You know
big
why?
now with all this
I
shit.
work. I pay taxes.
We
I'm an
work too.
American.
We
Born
paid for
here.
the spray paint. We were born here too.
I think that's gonna stop people
Pretty
from
sure
being
my
gay or
English is
something.
better than yours.
Oh, yeah.
She thinks that by doing that they'll like turn back gay marriage in most U.S. states.
I think my English is just fine because you're understanding exactly everything I'm
Here's
saying.
my
right?
question.
I'm
Why?
sick of you all shit.
Because somebody that's actually gay is gonna drive by and go, "Oh my God, she's right."
Always
What's
trying
what's
to
like
stand
what's
out.
more worrisome to me is you're using white spray paint and you're a white
Shut up.
person.
We're making a scene.
Please don't point that out.
Just like when
And we
I passed.
bothered
Just
no
saying.
one.
Why? Look, because all you
I mean, I don't really care what color the
Friends have
spray
been
can
saying it
is.
for how many
It's
years,
just
and now you're gonna come up
why
with
does-
on our
like
stuff.
each other? Are you confused?
This
Why does that
offends
bother
so
you?
much.
Girlfriend.
Yeah, like I don't see why this bothers anybody that much. Like it's like those people that have a gay child or something and then they disown the child. It's just like, why does this bother you so much?
That's so fucking stupid. Like, dude, what about that is an issue in your life?
Like, why? Here's my question, and I've heard this question so many times. So,
Does anybody else see
is gay
themselves?
marriage?
Does anybody else see themselves on Marcus's screen right now? And you see two
Yeah.
of you because
Hey,
this is kind of cool.
There we go.
that was pretty badass. Just like
All
looking
right,
in
so-
the mirror.
Can you shut up? So, is gay marriage going to stop you from living your life?
no, not at all.
No. The answer is no. And don't give me that, well, it's in the Bible. To be honest, if we actually had to go to the Bible, it's not in the Bible. In fact, the words in the Bible were literally misconstrued because someone decided to invent his own unique words in order to fit a narrative that he wanted to basically perpetuate. The Bible actually didn't speak out against homosexuality because homosexuality wasn't a thing until the 19th century. Like, it didn't actually have a term until the 19th century.
I didn't know that. So that's a pretty recent development.
Yeah, I mean, because
Now, I mean the term.
Let's
I don't mean the lifestyle. I don't mean you
Right.
being
Yeah,
born
no,
as
yeah,
someone
yeah.
who you are.
No, the term
So don't come after me for
homosexuals
that.
No,
I mean the term homosexuality, as in the label itself, wasn't an actual term until the 19th century.
because I've heard of like the term like lesbian, like lesbos, was like a Roman word from like back
Greek.
Greek. Sorry. So I know there's that one. And that's
And
going
Lesbos was an actual island.
Mm-hmm.
full of gay women.
Yeah, just doing her thing. Living her life.
I actually don't know if that's true.
Oh, really? No, that's really what it is. It
Sure, it'll
really
be pretty-
is an island of gay women living their lives.
Yeah, don't let's not double down on that, please, because if we get fact checked, it's gonna be a whole thing.
Oh,
Yeah, because
So unless you know for certain that's 100% true.
That's just, ladies and gentlemen, let me clarify. That's just what I remember watching on the History Channel when I was 12 years old, and I'm 32. So I was.
You should also remember that you watched Ancient Aliens on the History Channel, so I don't know how much you could trust the History Channel.
Good
Yeah,
point.
I don't watch Ancient Aliens. I've watched a few episodes, but I have. Of like 2 episodes. I couldn't get into it.
Don't get me wrong. I watch Ancient Aliens. They're pretty entertaining episodes. You got to take everything you see on the History Channel these days with a grain of salt.
Oh no, they do give rise to some interesting theories, though.
They do. Don't get me wrong, they do. But come on, there's an episode in there where they think that Hitler was in contact with ancient aliens that were gonna help him win World War II.
I like how Star Trek has actually played on that story a couple of different ways in different Star Trek series. But
Wasn't there a moment when they said Nikola Tesla was communing with another alien race
yeah, I've heard that
through
one too.
meditation?
Yeah, I've heard that one.
And then that CIA document that states that he's from the planet Venus.
Something like that. There's also an episode where they talk about how Columbus almost gave up, but saw a fucking star, quote unquote, an alien spacecraft that guided him to the Americas. So, like I said, take everything you see on that show with a grain of salt.
Mm-hmm.
Point proven.
Like, am I the only one who knows, like, this idiot wasn't even looking for the Americas? He was looking for, what was it, India?
Yeah.
You're the
Thought
only one
that
that
this was
actually knew
India,
that.
and that's why he called
And,
everybody India.
and everyone is calling him a genius. I was like, no, this dumbass got lost and found another fucking place.
It was a coincidence. It wasn't like
And
he
then
did this
just called it India. That's where that stupid term Indians for Native Americans came from.
I wonder if he even found. Like, I don't even think he got the spices that he needed on that journey, because that was the whole point. Was we're going to India to bring more spices back for the queen, more onions and shit.
I would have been like, hey, bro, I don't think we were supposed to be on the water this goddamn long.
That's what I've read.
Did you
That was
just
like one of
say
the
onions?
Yeah.
Yes, he said onions.
Onions is
as
not a fucking
spice.
spice.
Anyways, we're getting really off track here.
Yeah, catch me outside. How about that, guys? I'm kidding. I'm totally kidding.
What's the original story here?
I'll pull up right now, Julio.
It was originally we were talking about the Jesus Christ, we went off track. We're talking about that teenager's
Karen.
mural flag getting
Keep it-
like,
Yes, the Karen. Fuck that Karen.
All right,
Topic.
now on to the
Karen is a
next
piece
story.
of shit. And just because you're a taxpayer doesn't give you the right to go around vandalizing shit.
Especially when those things usually have, if they're public property, you have a permit from the city approval to do it.
Whatever. I do what I want.
Yep. Good job, Cartman. All right.
No.
You guys ready for our next story? Because this one blows my fucking mind away that some old man is this fucking reckless. And this one's mine. So
Oh, yeah, sure. Just go ahead and whip your dick on, put it right on the table, and tell us all about how big it is. Jesus Christ.
I know.
Let's just blow through all these other stories, but let's get right to mine.
No, that was like, that's the next one in the lineup. I'm dead serious.
Yeah, but none of us said that this was our story. We just went right into what we knew about the story. You're the only one who put yourself in front of the story.
None of us got an erection about our story.
I think he meant to say, like, he wrote this article. Like, he's the author for this story. So.
I've been hired on by
it,
NBC.
So tell us about it, Julio.
I got hired by NBC, so yeah. No, I'm kidding. That's a total lie. I don't work for NBC. I wish. I'd probably make better money. So this one's pretty actually frustrating to me, considering I almost went into this profession. A veteran Arkansas state trooper, so guy's up there in age, was attempting to pull over a motorist back in July of 2020, 38-year-old Nicole Harper, who was 2 months pregnant. She failed to pull over after he says that she was speeding at about 84 miles an hour in a 70 mile per hour zone at night. So in the video, it shows her slowing down after he got behind her with flashing lights. She turns on her hazards. In the video, you can clearly see the shoulders too narrow.
How about instead of describing the video, let's just play it?
Oh, fuck you. All right, let's go.
Before we get right into it, am I the only one that can't hear the audio in the video?
No, I can't hear it either.
I can't hear either.
Oh,
Well,
dude, did we not tell you
I'll
that?
fix that in post.
Okay. Play the video, Marcus. Matter of fact, play the video, and then let's form our opinions on
Shut up! God damn it.
Never.
So in this video, you guys notice that she actually speeds up for a little bit after first slowing down.
Just trying to throw out the cocaine.
So not in
By
this
the
part.
way,
So this
The whole video itself, before he did the pit maneuver, is about 2 minutes and 17 seconds before he actually pitted her. So she slowed down, turned on her right turn signal to get over towards the shoulder. Notice the shoulder's too narrow. And before we go any further, Arkansas Department of Motor Vehicles does say if it is not safe to stop for a trooper, to find a space where it is safe to stop for the trooper. Now,
You've been talking the entire time through this video. Can you shut up?
No.
We've already gone over the fact that he has an erection for this story, so just let him finish.
Thank you, Ricky.
Well,
So
I can just mute your ass anyway.
he never gave her like any kind of warning as far as like through the PA to pull over or slow down or anything. He just said fuck it, went for the pit. Even though she was looking for a safe place to stop for him, for his safety, because of how narrow that fucking shoulder is.
Are you done now?
There's more to it, but
Shut up. Fuck.
So, anyways, I actually think that like, for one, how do I put it?
that's negligence, in my opinion.
Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong, it's negligence, but I don't think this story would be covered the way we're trying to cover it and blow it out of proportion the way we're blowing it out of proportion if it wasn't a pregnant woman.
Oh,
You're
totally.
right. Which I don't think he could tell it was a pregnant woman.
No,
I honestly don't think there was a way for him to tell unless he pulled over next to her. Now, was he right for doing what he did? No. I don't think that he was right for doing what he did at all. You know what I mean? I think that there should be consequences for this man because waiting a full 2 minutes and less than 2.5 minutes before you decide that it's time to pit maneuver somebody
who isn't
seems a
speeding
little
away or
unreasonable.
driving erratically.
Seems a little unreasonable, especially if the hazard lights are on, you know. But
I'm the only one who hears him saying, like, "Oh, why didn't you stop?" And she was like, "I didn't feel like it was safe." He was like, "Well, that doesn't matter, ma'am." I was like,
Well, what do
the
cops
fuck?"
tell? What do cops tell women about driving at night? To find somewhere where it's safe and well lit, right? So this contradicts everything that they say in those PSAs.
I don't
And
think
to
they
add,
mean that when they get pulled over, though.
and to add a little more insult to injury, when she got to the hospital, the doctors told her her unborn baby, didn't have a heartbeat. So the baby
Actually,
did get some.
that's incorrect. She thought the baby was dead. The doctors picked up the heartbeat after doing an ultrasound. It
Right.
said that in the video if you would have been paying attention.
So there's one more kicker to this, and this is something like a cop pointed out from Georgia that he was pissed off about this. They went to the fucking hospital and gave her citations after all that.
Well, she was breaking the law, wasn't she?
Well, she was speeding,
No,
but I
I
mean,
agree
you could
she
have at
was
least
speeding.
waited until she got the fuck out the hospital.
Yeah, like literally going to the ER right after she got admitted by the EMTs.
I think you guys are trying to put a little bit too much leniency in the fact that she was a pregnant woman. I mean, most black guys that have to go to the hospital after being in some kind of police chase get handcuffed to the bed.
Yeah, agreed.
Yeah, but it's not like she was fleeing the scene.
Yeah, that's the thing though. She flew down.
What's the
She was
stopper from
driving
doing
under
it?
the speed limit.
It was a traffic violation.
She wasn't like. Here's the thing, guys. Here's what. Right. Here's my viewpoint. Right. Damn near every state in the country considers speeding up to a certain point an infraction, not even a misdemeanor, not even a felony. And a pit maneuver, from what I've been told, is used only to prevent somebody who is fleeing or a danger to the motoring public. When she's slowing down, has her hazard lights on, and she's not like driving erratically or hauling ass to get away from him, how is she a fucking danger? Especially she's
And on
starting
top of that, she first turned her blinker on to indicate she was going to get over. Then she turned her hazard lights on to indicate that she was going to pull over.
Exactly.
She's teaching that baby how to be a menace to society.
But
I know you're just joking.
but like, what was actually kind of weird in that video though, like, yeah, she did put the blinker on. Yes, she put her hazard lights, and yes, she did start to slow down. But when the police officer got really close to her car and closed that gap, she sped up again. And then the police officer again narrowed the gap, and she sped up again. Still below the original 84 she was, but for some reason, like, she was keeping a gap from the police officer and speeding up to maintain that gap. And that might have been when the police officer was like, "Yo, any second she's gonna floor it, so I'm gonna do the pit maneuver."
So I did a little research, and apparently, like the Arkansas State Police has like a ridiculously high record of doing pit maneuvers on motorists.
On pregnant women.
Yeah,
pregnant women.
I mean, people in general, but yeah, no, like
in the air.
It's literally to the point where
target.
the attorney general now is starting to look into it. He's like, this is kind of ridiculous, especially now that this is now up, like.
Well, it goes back to the police state that we have here in America, right? Like, think about it. There's military personnel that have openly stated that they treat foreigners in countries that they're being stationed at better than the police departments in America treat their own civilians.
Oh yeah. And that's because they have to follow the rules of the Geneva Convention.
Well,
Which
it's not, I
police
mean, my
don't.
point being is that, like, for example, with a police officer, you might not be a dirty cop, you might not be a bad cop, but if your only tool is a hammer, everything's a nail.
Yep. And in this situation, I personally, and I'm not trying to like get into the
Somebody
whole
should
she was
tell that
pregnant.
cop she already got nailed.
I know, right? But I'm just looking at this
Wow,
like,
you
dude,
got fucked.
yes. Well, I just don't see how that was necessary. Like, you're literally pulled over. You got your hazards going, and I'm not gonna lie. I hate states that like have those stupid ice blue lights and only those because those do blind the shit out of it.
Wow, that's your peeve. The lights.
So there are other cars nearby. Because it seemed like when he did the pit maneuver and her car rolled over, like there was no other cars.
There was cars like
in the
further
distance, they
further
slowed
back, but
down
not,
when they
yeah.
saw her fucking flip.
Because then he
Yeah.
turned around, did a U-turn on the highway to pull up, and then block her car from oncoming traffic. And then
Yeah,
when
he
he
was
went
like,
up to the car,
"Oh,
he tells her to get out, and that's when she's saying to him, "Well, I'm pregnant," and that's when he changes his tone and is like, "Oh."
Like, well, that doesn't matter, ma'am.
And then he's like, "Well, what, the DMV says you have to pull over for cops."
Well, bring the baby with you.
Yeah.
Come on now.
And
Congrats.
Arkansas DMV doesn't say anything like that. So, I don't know. To me, I think this dude's too old, needs to fucking retire, and he's part of that old cowboy style police officer that, from the cocaine wars of the 80s that needs to get out. Needs to get off the force.
Wait,
That's
was this
just
in
me.
Florida?
No, this
Arkansas.
is fucking up in Arkansas.
What the
Yeah.
fuck are you talking about the cocaine wars for?
I'm just saying that's the mentality this motherfucker seems to
No,
carry.
dude, no. You don't just automatically link cocaine just because this dude did something stupid. How dare
But
you badmouth cocaine?
Jesus Christ, what did cocaine ever do to you?
I know, right?
Its life
Anyways,
matters too.
I just think this is like all around a stupid story. I mean, am I just wrong for saying that? I mean,
I think
fuck
it's
it if
just
I
like,
am. I
I just don't
it's a
think there
stupid
was like
story
any.
because
I don't feel
it's
there
one
was
of those
like
situations because it would have been any person of color that was pit maneuvered like that. This would,
we
I
wouldn't be
mean,
hearing about it.
maybe in this time that we're living in where we're hypersensitive to these things at the moment, it would have been a story. But any other person, it wouldn't have been a story because it would have just been another person being pit maneuvered.
no."
Yeah.
I agree with you, Rick. I think us kind of being minorities, we're always taught like don't do anything
To piss
like
off the police.
police are just out of the ordinary, right? So you got to comply. Like you mentioned before, Rick, like when you get pulled over, you're like really conscious about showing where your hands are and explaining what you're about to do to police officers, so they don't act a certain way. I feel like there's blame on both sides. Probably more blame on the police officer for using excessive force to get her to stop. But like she was speeding in the first place, and she was taking way too long to pull over, like 2 minutes and 17 seconds to pull over, and she was showing like a little bit of like speeding up and then slowing back down, a little erratic behavior there.
See, here's one thing I do know. Apparently, there is a law. I don't know if it's in Arkansas, but here in Texas, if a cop, starts doing the lights thing, depending on how many miles you drive, they can charge you an additional amount for each mile, which would basically be like, well, keep driving. You're only digging your hole deeper.
Yeah, because then it becomes failure to stop, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I know like unfortunately I've had firsthand experience getting pulled over by the police, but like I once stopped where it was unsafe, and the police officer just basically came to my side and just said, "Follow me," and I followed him off the exit, and then we exchanged information. So like maybe she could have stopped.
Well, my
Police
thing
officer
is, you
unsafe
could have
and
gave her verbal commands through the fucking PA system, like, "Hey, pull over," or something.
I
He
mean,
didn't
you
do any of
could
that
have,
shit.
but like he could have, but at the end of the day, if he felt that it was a safe spot for him, who is she to dictate that?
Fuck it, he got ran over. It's on him, right?
Exactly. I mean, that's
Fuck it.
ultimately what it comes down to. If you're gonna take that risk, it comes up down to you. Like Jose was saying, the last time I got pulled over, I didn't make more than 2 turns. And that was only because I was going less than 100 yards. And every single time I was about to make a turn. I signaled. I stuck my hand out to signal with my hands, and then as soon as the police officer walked up to me, I explained myself.
Yeah, I mean that's what we're taught, you know,
Yeah.
for better or worse. But yeah, I mean, ultimately, this story, like as Rick mentioned, is getting a lot of attention because she was pregnant. I don't think the police officer could have known until she pulled over that she was pregnant. But still doesn't excuse him for using excessive force to get her to stop. You know, I don't think it was warranted the pit maneuver.
Yes,
I mean, my
Completely
thing is,
unnecessary.
I think is you can run,
Exactly.
you can have your dispatcher run a license plate and be like, hey, there's a warrant associated to that license plate, and then I
I
get
mean,
it, right?
you could run the license plate yourself in the police car, right?
Yeah, if he has the
Like
computer in there, you can.
that's what I'm saying. Like I'm not
So
saying
like,
that. I'm just saying this story is getting way more traction than it needs to be. But yes, in this situation, again, the police officer was wrong. Do we need to retrain our police departments? Yes. Doesn't matter what state you're in.
or the age of the
Most
officer.
I mean, in a way, it's kind of similar to that lieutenant who basically ended up in that that same incident with him and the police. Like he wasn't speeding at all. They could have pitted his ass, but they didn't. And yet they had the nerve to say that he was fleeing, like evading arrest.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it's like that guy's black and she's pregnant, but still, it is a similar incident
Mm-hmm.
to where something could have went completely the wrong fucking way because someone made a bad decision, and she could have ended up dead, and her baby could be gone.
I mean, I'm glad that she ended up not losing her baby. That's the positive in this entire story.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I do hope that the police officer gets reprimanded and there are some sort of consequences and a form of retraining, not just for him, but for the entire police department. Because by what Julio was saying, it seems like this is a department-wide situation where they're just eager
Yeah.
to fucking pit maneuver.
So their version of their chief of police hasn't even answered back or released a statement about this at all. And it was only the attorney general's office that made a statement about saying they're looking into this, and that's about it.
Well, the attorney general has to make a statement, and I'm betting he probably advised him not to say anything.
Well, I mean, what's he gonna say? We don't know. My guy fucked up.
Right?
I would have. He fucked up.
I'll fucking deal with it. I'll do something to his ass. But
I'm not sure if they'll actually say it though.
yeah. All right, boys, ready for our next segment?
Next joke.
I was gonna. Fuck you! You killed my mood. Anywho, what does Pinocchio say to his lover?
Was killed before the episode.
What does Pinocchio say to his lover?
Mm-hmm.
No, that's not the way that goes.
No.
No. Oh, what does Pinocchio's lover say to him?
Damn it.
Oh well, at that point, I'm gonna fucking just go ahead and completely ruin it, and it's lie, bitch, lie.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
I love the way you lie.
Hey, I wonder if the guy who got swallowed by the whale's lover does the same thing. Since you're Pinocchio now.
Yeah.
One more time.
Oh man. All right, guys. So our next story. Judge lowers bail for a teenager that goes on release and then kills innocent dad.
Damn. Where was this at?
I'm going to tell you right now. New York City.
New York City.
Yeah. So this is kind of a fucked up title from the New York Post here. It says how a lenient NYC judge left a reputed gangbanger free to allegedly kill an innocent dad.
Like, I'm sick and tired of hearing that word allegedly. Like, if the motherfucker did it, there is no alleged.
Like,
he
if
did
this has been proven, then he fucking did it. Like, Jesus Christ, I hate that shit.
Like, especially when there's video evidence. There isn't video. I don't have any video evidence of him killing the dad, but still, if there's video evidence of someone committing a crime, drop the alleged, please.
Am I fucked up for wanting to see that if he had it though?
Dude, I was gonna say, if Bulls has his footage, I want to watch.
It's almost as bad as the video I watched earlier on Netflix where the girl killed her dad and then flexed on it on TikTok.
I guess the allegedly probably comes into the whole innocent until proven guilty, even if there's already evidence saying you're guilty.
I don't know why. It just reminded me of a fucked up video of two friends, both white girls. One of them said to their friend, "Dude, what did you mean you fucked my dad? I was joking. You
Oh
actually."
yeah, I saw that shit.
I was like, "That's horrible."
No, don't propose. Don't tempt someone with a good time.
Yeah, Misty, you told Becca to do it, and Becca did it. Hey.
That's just like that dude posted a video saying my girl decided to cheat on me, so I slept with her mom and her sister.
That's awesome. At the same time,
He didn't say at the same time, but I think it was implied.
I mean,
Can take it.
you made it down the family
I'm
tree,
just
right?
saying.
Careful
Well,
who you
technically,
fuck
he made it. He made it in the family bush, but
Just in case the message back to back.
Yeah. You tapped 2 generations.
Fuck this shit, I'm out. Fuck this shit, I'm out.
All right, so about
But
this.
before he left, he fucked the mom and the sister.
Marcus, do we have video on this one, or should I just?
Yeah, we got video.
Let's play the
it's
video.
on Pornhub. Did you find this on Pornhub?
Not of the act.
Yo, can you imagine
Okay.
hiding a murder video on Pornhub?
That's not what I was talking about, but okay.
Okay.
It took a lot of our law enforcement officers out of the game for a period of time because so many of them were sick themselves. The proliferation of guns during the pandemic was unprecedented and troubling, and therefore we have to double down on getting guns off our streets.
Look at all the detail.
New York City Mayor Bill de Blasio blaming the pandemic for surging crime as he announces a new partnership with the ATF. But
So this one doesn't actually cover the story, but it does cover all the leniency the judges are facing
NYPD detective
after
This one?
this morning. I mean, look, is this
This was the closest I could get to the story.
So the guy was actually able to post $75,000 bail, huh?
Yes, absolutely.
Oh, it was lowered to $10,000.
Crime-fighting
Yeah.
strategies must be
$5,000 bond. So either
evidence-based.
10 grand in cash or
Data shows that crime
$25,000
has
bond.
increased exponentially. Murders, robberies, shooting, and the evidence is shooting victims and also
Listen,
dead
when it comes to
bodies.
like going
So
on
the
bond,
thing
don't
is,
you
by
essentially have to
cutting
pay
and
only a
defunding,
percentage?
it's like
Yeah, and you
almost
gotta
bait
put
and
something
switch.
that's like worth
I'll show
the
that
amount
I
on more, like
defunded,
your
but I'll
house
get that same money back from
or
the
some kind of
federal
like
government
expensive
to
jewelry. But usually people
Just show up on your
so
court
that they
date.
could do what they need
Yeah.
to do. And also, it needs to put back
or else the bellman comes after your ass. Or the cop.
That was on my notes. That was something I was going to say. Is look, it seems like common sense when you have fewer officers on
So
the
you guys think
streets,
Dog
when
the
you
Bounty
take
Hunter's gonna go
away,
after this
disband
kid?
that anti-crime unit, and
That
then
would
you
be a
have
good
numbers
episode.
like this.
Right? I'd
1,800
watch
cops
that.
had been cut. $1 billion in proposed
No
NYPD
comment.
budget cuts. $474 million in total budget cuts for fiscal year 2021. I mean, it
Only in
seems
America
like
do we
common
make a
sense to
fucking
me
TV
that
show
when you
about
do things
hunting
like
people
that,
down.
you will
Yeah,
see crime
seriously.
surges such as this.
The dudes like, you gotta give your life to Christ, man, and give them
Homicides, that's an
cigarettes.
They should make one where
increase
they
in the year
just
to
called the
date.
Hunger Games.
564 shooting incidents, a 77% increase in the year to date, and 72%
Yo,
of New
make
Yorkers
billionaires
support
go
putting
on
more
there and
police
fight
officers on
each
the
other
street.
for who gets
What
to
do you
keep their
think our
billions
elected
and watch how
officials
shit
don't
goes
understand?
down.
What are you
All that
talking
and are just like,
about?
You are a
What
fucking
are you talking
idiot.
about?
One of the things is that they're not paying attention to the data because
We're talking about bounty hunters.
Yeah, and then
I'm
he
telling you,
said,
dude,
no.
you're that. I'm telling you, you're that friend in high school where it was like, hey, so where's Jose at today? Oh, dude, he's not here. I bet he's probably at the beach. And then you're like, yeah, I bet probably aliens came down and like scooped him up while he was trying to surf, and they took him to its planet and then performed all sorts of experiments on him. He's probably having a great time right now. Like, what?
this is funny moments just like last week, but different.
I'm not adding this to the funny moments.
He kind of said it last week in case you didn't get the message. He's repeating it.
He was going down that way, and he changed it up.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah, he was making his point. What in the holy living fuck knuckles are you talking about?
Back to the story, guys. I'm all over the place this week. All right.
Notice he's changing the subject because he can't defend his position.
So back to the story. That is insane. So like, if you had already allegedly like committed a crime, right? That was the case here.
Right. And I think this teenager or gang member or whatever had already had multiple like crimes on his record.
You know what's fucking me up about this though? They're basically blaming the defund the police movement behind judges being more lenient.
That's the thing, though. Judges have to
money
make...
should not dictate how you judge a criminal for his
Right.
crimes.
Right.
Oh, are we talking about America here?
Right.
My bad. My bad.
You got to make a narrative for everything.
Yep.
Hold on.
I mean, I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying, but are we talking about America here? Come on.
I forgot.
America, where dreams come true.
Please stop singing.
I do want to know
At least
what
bad dreams.
thought process was for reducing that bail amount from 75K to 10K. Did he get like a good vibe from him? Like,
How the
Like,
fucking homeboy?
you know what? I like the cut of your jib, kid.
Yep.
I like your style,
cut,
kid.
G.
You remind me of my grandson Daniel. I'm gonna give you bail.
I like your cut, G.
I like your cut, G, and he just lets him go.
Smacks the shit out of him right before he walks out of the courtroom. That was a hard pop.
Yeah, and then so once he's out on the streets, right? So he wasn't even targeting his dad. He was just happened to be at the wrong place, wrong time, right? Because he was just randomly shooting, claiming that was his turf or something like that.
Something like that. And the thing is, like, this dude's got an ankle monitor and shit on. Like, he's being tracked. Like, how the fuck?
Do you honestly think that the ankle monitor is going to register his ass holding a gun and shooting it?
No, it's just fuck this dude. Man, fuck this guy. He's a horrible human. That's all it comes down to. And the judge, you're a fucking idiot for him.
My thing is, like, unless you're doing target practice, even then, what in the holy living fuck are you shooting at shit for? Talk about this my turf. Bitch, you about this close to being somebody's bitch. Talk about this my turf.
Well,
If you don't sit your fucking Boondocks Huey looking rejected ass down.
At least now he can go to jail and claim that he killed somebody, I guess. And that way he'll get a little bit of respect.
He's gonna get his cheeks clapped up in jail.
I hope we get video of that.
Tooted and booted.
Pornhub, man, I'm telling you, it's gonna be there in like 3 months.
No, it's not.
And then, so speaking of getting your cheek clapped, and I know this isn't on the thing, but did you guys see that Jeff Bezos is going to space on a fucking penis?
That's for real?
That damn ship looks like the rocket ship.
Hold
Dude,
on,
have
hold
you
on.
seen?
Wait.
Have you
Wait.
Can you pull up an image? Pull up an image,
Can you shut the fuck up?
Can you screenshot it?
If I actually had the image, don't you think I would have?
Google the search real quick on screen
Shut
share.
up, damn.
Google Blue Origin.
You remember that story you did about the Amazon headquarters fucking looking like a turd emoji?
It's starting to make sense now. I'm noticing a pattern here.
Yeah. So now,
he started from the south. Now he's going north.
yeah, dude. Because now that like that Blue Origin rocket definitely looks like a penis.
I'm gonna Google that.
Dude, check it out.
I'm waiting to see pictures of the shadow that shit casts after it launches.
And the worst part is that like not only is he riding on the penis, but he's taking somebody else that came out of the same penis he did with him. He's taking his little brother or his older brother.
Hey,
he's taking a brother.
Yeah, he's basically taking a brother into outer space with him, and it was just the weirdest shit to me because it's like you really want to. You're a billionaire. And you want to go to space riding on a dick.
Sausage? You want a sausage fest in a sausage, basically. Dude, I'm bringing something I can have some fun with.
It was insane. Like, I bet he kisses his brother.
Maybe.
But yeah, Jose, go ahead and Google that real quick, bro. It's literally a penis rocket.
A phallus.
So when it runs out of fuel, does it get flaccid?
He's erecting himself into outer space.
Yeah, it's a permanently erect fucking Viagra roid raged fucking rocket.
It's gonna eject the boosters after they're done.
It's the most powerful thrust he's ever seen.
Record setting.
It's gonna burn up on re-entry.
We can only hope. I wonder if he's gonna have like plastic bottles to pee into, like his Amazon delivery drivers do.
Right? Probably shaped to the size of his head so they'll fit in there and you won't spill.
They need one of those fucking meditation rooms that he's putting into the warehouses.
What?
That's what they need on the ship. They need
So
one of
they're-
those like meditation pods or some shit.
So they're giving you guys that instead of union benefits.
Who is you guys? I don't work there anymore.
Sorry.
That's been a minute since we worked there too. I think season 1.
Amazing how Julio, as a host, you have stepped in it quite a bit.
Yeah, I have.
Hey, it's all for entertainment.
Yeah, it is. Keep the crowd happy. Oh man. So here's a question for you guys. How is sex like a game of bridge?
Never played it. I wouldn't know.
I have no idea what bridge is.
It's like a card game.
I'm not alone.
I know what a bridge is.
Nothing, guys? Well, let's just put it like this. If you have a great hand, you never need a partner.
Okay. That's true.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't need your help. I could do it myself.
Oh man. I mean,
We're all veterans here.
Yeah, seriously. Those are all the articles we have for tonight, boys.
All right. Well, you know, do
Ladies
your
and
host
gentlemen,
job.
thank you for watching. We really appreciate it. Please follow us on social media on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. And listen to us on Spotify, Apple, and Google. And we'll see you guys next week. Guys, it's been a pleasure as always. Peace.
Oh yeah, public service announcement. Jose, that lead is starting to shrink, buddy.
Oh shit. The war between these two.
Shout out and say, TikTok's on fire. And it is what it is. I'm no longer gonna be the number one inner monologue social media platform. I think after this episode, it was gonna be Marcus. So congratulations. I'm really happy for you. I don't know if you can tell.
Guess we both went over, Julio. So none of us get a fucking beer.
Fuck, man. I'm gonna have to go buy my own shit this Friday.
God forbid.
I know, right?
Good job, guys.
I still got a distance to cover, so we'll see.
Followers hit that in a day. He's just crushing it.
All right,
I'm
guys.
trying.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching. It's been a pleasure. And like I said, subscribe, like, comment, shoot us an email at the inner monologue 510 or 415, and we're out.
Julio's guy.
Bye. Later, guys. At gmail.com.